Hello everyone, I'm Bruffy1322 and welcome to another content creator live stream. Here again, got everything set up already in the playlist. Ready? The lava lamp's doing something a bit weird at the moment. Anyway, let's get straight into it. Again, all the links for all these races that we're going to play. I don't know why I went up the order there. The links for all these races that we're going to play tonight are in the description, in the order in which we're playing them. There is a little issue at the very end with the order of the playlist as we're going to play it, because Rockstar playlists are useless, but I'll explain that when we get to it. So we've got rally car to start us off, rally track to start us off, then we've got 5 regular racing circuits, a mix of event and regular circuits, and then a stunt circuit to finish off the stream. So got a little bit of a mix. Why do you stream on YouTube now? I only do the content creator streams on YouTube. Just to, you know, do a stream on YouTube. Some people don't watch on Twitch, don't want to watch on Twitch, don't like watching on Twitch. And this just becomes a video automatically straight afterwards, so I just like mixing it up. So we're on PC tonight. So we did PS4 2 weeks ago, Xbox One 1 week ago. And we got PC tonight. That's how we always do it. Just showcasing some tracks. It's not about the racing, it's not about getting as many people in as possible to chill and race and stuff like that. That's what the Twitch streams are for. These races are closed off to people who are in the crew permanently. That's these Twitch subscribers, YouTube members, stuff like that. So yeah, if you want that kind of experience, you can jump into the Twitch streams. But it's mainly about showcasing some tracks, showcasing some good racing circuits that you can get for yourself, or get some inspiration for your own tracks, see what to do, what not to do. Although there is a certain level that is required to even be featured on these streams. And all of that is explained in the link in the description, which is also the link to submit your own tracks. Bruffy.com/verified, the community verified system program, whatever you want to call it. Tracks get tested, rated, and then the best ones become community verified and showcased on these streams. This is really nice. I like the lighting effects on this. I've got to say, immediately, now I see why it was said to be played at night. The lighting effects are really good. So this is our rally sort of mix, rally cross style track to start with, I guess. I like this tunnel we've got as well. The tunnel even has lights in it. This is really nice from a visual perspective. I mean, it's great from a, you know, there's no bad props or anything like that, but it's the visual aspect that's making it stand out. This is really nice. I am a fan of rally tracks and rally cross tracks, especially when they're made well. The lighting effects on this are just spectacular. I've not got much else to say beyond that. It's just really nice. What a great way to start. This is the track from the thumbnail as well. I don't have an answer for when the submission form will next reset. It's always just as and when the need arises. I'm loving driving the Omnis around here though. This is so much fun. Great start. Again, if you want to get any of these tracks for yourself, if you are on PC, you can get any of these. Tracks are not cross-platform, unfortunately. And as I said, the links are in the description, in the order in which we play them. Oh, soccer ball in London. What a beautiful, beautiful track this is.
What a scumbag!
It's just got a bit of everything, this track. It's got the visuals, it's got the quality of a like prop creation, checkpoints, perspective. Everything's just ideal. Yeah, it looks great to add to it. Kiddo, thank you for the 12 months in a row on Twitch. This tunnel's great as well, with the lights even in the tunnel. And there's a Joker lap on this, since it is aiming to be more like a rallycross track. Ugh. If you don't know what a Joker lap is, or don't know what rallycross is, look up some videos on YouTube. It's a lot of fun. Great form of motorsport. This has been such an enjoyable way to start this stream. I'm glad I chose this as the first track. The Ubermacht things as well are dotted around. When you create a shorter circuit like this, you've obviously got a lot more to play with in terms of props too. Kiddo, saw the tweet, opened Twitch, took too long to realise where you were. Okay. Thank you for the 12 months, man, I appreciate it. Enjoy your golden Snoopy over on Twitch. Thank you to the 36 people that we still have being YouTube members. I appreciate it. What a good track. You'll have to teach me your ways in the Omnus, Benimi. I can get best lap times in the Omnus like once in every 10 uses. I have to be just in the zone with it. I can't just do it. What a very nice track to start us off. So we've got that's our only rally track for tonight. Then the next 5 tracks are actually all event racing circuits. So we don't have actually any regular racing circuits like playlist style racing circuits. They're all event racing circuits. Those are our next 5, and then the final track of the playlist tonight is a stunt circuit. So let's do 4 laps with this. Supercars works. Let's have no top 4. Let me do that. Oh, well, thank you, George. Too kind. The score of that rally track was 4.25. Really nice. There you go. Out of 5, yes. I probably would have given it a 5 myself. But it's hard for people to give a 5. I mean, you can get, the testers can give 4.5s as well, but a track has to be, you know, absolutely perfect to get a 5. Yeah, 4.25 is a very good score. You have to get a score of over 4. This next track better be covered in lights. All tracks now have to be set at night and covered in lights. Yeah, I suppose the track itself was a pretty simple layout, but it was just really quality in what it did. This looks like it's going to be some high-paced thingamabob. At least it looked like it from the map. Interesting having rocks as apex props. If anyone ever does want to look up the scores of the tracks that are on here or of their own submitted circuits, you can find them all on the spreadsheet, which is again linked on broughy.com/verified. It's all there, all the information there, and all the information is there, as is the spreadsheet that contains all the submitted circuits. See, we've got some pole removal on this track, since the PC guys can have it if they've done some dark magic with mods and whatnot. Why don't they just release that? This track's available on PS4 too. The PC magicians transferred it over. Ah, there you go. There's a lot of functionality in this game that Rockstar basically don't release or allow. It's very easy to make tracks cross-platform. It's very easy to transfer them over. It's very easy to give us lamppost removal because it already exists in the game and they just have to enable it. Didn't set enough laps on this. Didn't realise it was going to be such a quick high-speed lap. So I apologise in advance that this is going to be over a lot quicker than it normally should. Works nicely though. It's got some straights, it's got some corners. It kind of feels like a proper city circuit. Like what you would get from like a more modern F1 style city circuit. Like a shorter Singapore, that sort of thing. Yeah, 4 laps wasn't enough for this. Although I guess it's not going to be too bad. I still did 10 miles, it's a quick 10 miles. Because you're at top speed a lot of the time. Sneak through there, that's fine. I'm unsure about the rocks as apex props. Are they actually any good? I have no experience with them. I mean, I'm assuming they are. The prop removal makes some of these areas so much nicer though. Like, having the ability to remove lampposts can really change a track massively. As some of my tracks have experienced, like LSGP and Olympic, on PC and PS4 at least. I'm not in the racing groove tonight. You gotta be kind of like on your game with the 2 cars that I've used, the Omnis and the X80. I'm not tonight. I think I'm coming down with a cold. Nice, got some nice flow to this circuit, but it's not so much that, you know, you can get some proper racing done. Obviously, like I said, these are all event tracks. At least that's what they've been submitted as. I often feel sometimes with some tracks they don't have enough slow speed stuff. Like the opportunity to overtake isn't quite as good. This has just enough, I would say. You can make a track that's all high speed stuff and it's fun to drive, but might not necessarily be the best when it comes to braking zones to overtake and stuff like that. That was fun. So 2 good tracks. First of all, to start us off. Pretty lonely race that one it was. After I kind of came up against a few slower cars initially, like the Sultans and stuff, but it was just a case of waiting to get past them. I think one of the Italia GTBs was stock as well. But enjoyable. Is the Stream Elements bot being a little bit too aggressive on the timeouts? I did set it to the same as the Nightbot settings for Twitch though. Can't do too many caps. Otherwise it'll time you out. So we've done supers. Let's do sports. Let's actually do muscle for this one. 4 laps again. I should have done 5 laps on the previous track. Never mind. I think I've tried like a section of this track before, or a recreation of this track maybe, on Xbox. 120-second timeout as standard. The thing is with YouTube, I don't think you can't do anything about that. Or is it Stream Elements? It's either Stream Elements or YouTube that doesn't allow it to do like a 5-second timeout first and then do a 120-second timeout. I know obviously on Twitch it's a 5 seconds for a first thing and then 120 seconds, but it's either Stream Elements or YouTube that doesn't let that happen. Are all these tracks set to nighttime? No, the first one was set to nighttime. I think the second one was set to current. This is set to morning. I just generally go with whatever was set by the creator. I didn't know Bruffy streamed on YouTube too. I've been doing it for a while now. Only Saturdays though. You should try my 20 races, I have them in a playlist. Or you can choose your best one, submit it to be tested, and if it's good enough, then we'll play it on a stream. There's too many races that people create for me to test everybody's 20 races. I've not done too badly in the first 2 races for having started at the back each time. We do limit these playlists to 20 players, but we obviously didn't even reach 20 players tonight. Nobody plays GTA anymore, I don't think. Yeah, I've definitely played, I think it's Baggins' recreation of this track on Xbox. So, probably know the general layout, but maybe not quite the style in which this one was done. It's a good layout, this. This is where it's a little bit different. Interesting. Challenging track, this one. I like it. Again, for those aspiring, budding track creators, you're seeing all the right things, all the right props being used. Take over this GTX with its no top speed, and then try to keep it behind with its incredible traction. I was doing that this morning. And we've got the green tanker things, gas tank things on the apexes of tight corners, which are the right ones to use. They've got no issues with props or anything like that. Issues with hitboxes, I should say. Metal barriers are no good. Stun tubes as apexes are no good. All bad hitboxes. I tried. There's lots of creator communities out there who can give you even more tips. What kind of props are good, what aren't. If you get any kind of feedback on your tracks, or you get a score for your tracks and you want to know how to improve it, you search up a few creator communities. All racing communities. That speed difference. Poor GTX. I mean, it would be absolutely OP if it had better top speed, but it's not much of a muscle car. Keep getting that corner wrong. It's a lovely layout, this track. Prop removal was used on that corner as well. There's normally a sign there, I think. See, the GTX is so good around these corners, but then it's just going to lose all the speed down the straight. Just goes past it so quick. Don't know. God damn it. I had no idea where he was going to go there. Such a nice layout. It really is. Another great track. We've had some really, really, really good tracks tonight. Like, really good. The quality has been so high. What are you guys doing in the chat? Yosemite leading the way. Can be pretty crazy with its grip and if it gets some bumps. Alright, nice. This next one will be our halfway point. Our 4th track out of 7. We need a bad track to put things in perspective. I'm sure we could find some submitted. Alright, let's do sports and let's have the Pariah available for this one so you can use any sports car that you want. It's up to you. I think. Yeah, let's have the Pariah for this one. Don't worry, second to last track is bad. That's because it's yours. Ezekiel Lawrence with the $5 super chat, which will pop up on the screen eventually when it.
He gets such a huge boost from. Ah!
Someone cut me off on my drive from work the other day, and I found myself shouting "scum" at them. Thanks a lot. Oh, I like that you put the emotes in there. You used the emotes on YouTube as well. I'm enjoying the increased emote usage from members on YouTube. No, it's yours. Oh yeah, the second to last track. Okay, yeah, it is. It's Drag Kings. Okay, got you. Fair enough. Did you shout at them with a British accent? Thank you for the $5 super chat, Ezekiel Lawrence. I appreciate it. I haven't done too badly in the races tonight. Could be worse. I think I'm just feeling very not bothered and just chilled out about what happens. And that normally helps. I've messed that up big time. I have caused such a mess there. I deserve to wait for everything. That was just bad. That was just so bad. The braking point completely missed. Oh. No, that's nothing to do with me, that one, though. Pariah is so quick. It's so quick. It's very speedy. a nice, nice little layout. But it's just, it feels like you're in a different class entirely when you're in a pariah against non-pariahs in the sports class. Nice track this. I like the layout. I like the bridge. That's a nice bridge. Puts you back into the Sandy Shores area. But really, the thing that is good about layouts like this is the inventiveness of it when it comes to using bridges to extend parts of the track and stuff like that. You know, this layout wouldn't be possible without using propping to make it possible. That's what makes a track stand out. Like all of this is custom created. Chicane is tricky. Very tricky. It's definitely a choke point. Oh, braking there, okay. But that's what I like about this track in particular. This bit here. Like, it's got some high speed stuff that we've seen at the first part of the lap, but then it's got some, you know, tricky corners here. Then it has a little bit more of a mix of some higher speed corners. Then it goes back to some low speed stuff. Like, it's got a good mix, and I feel like that's what you want for an event circuit where it's testing drivers on a lot of different aspects. I think there's something with the Sentinel Classic on PC. It's different to how it is on consoles. Don't know what. Probably never going to do any actual testing for it, but I think there's something. It's a hunch I have. I'm guessing the top 5 are all in pariahs, maybe. Not as many pariahs as I thought there would be. We opened it up and allowed pariahs, but quite a few people either didn't get the message and stuck with our normal rules of not allowing a pariah, or just didn't want to use it, or didn't have one. Yeah, nice track. I've been very impressed with the tracks, all of them so far. It's not my birthday, don't listen to anybody in the chat. They're all scumbags. Birthday is not too far away though. I'll be 29 in less than a month. The 770 is not the fastest car on PC. It's not the fastest car on any platform. Sweet! I've had some decent little comebacks tonight. No, it wasn't. The 770 was not buffed about a month or two ago and for PC was made the fastest sports supercar. It wasn't. It hasn't changed. Why do people say things like this? Second place! Second place for life. Mr. Grandis with the 222. Happy birthday. It is not my birthday. Please. Don't worry, on your birthday nobody will wish you a happy birthday. Yeah, that's true. Best lap. Best lap hype. The best non-top 3 was the Shafter V12, but the best one that doesn't have a decent top speed was the Jester race car back down there. I'm sure it was buffed the same time the Pariah was nerfed. Yeah, probably. Mr. Grandis, thank you for the 222. I'll take best lap. There you go. If you want to prove to me that the 770 is the fastest car on PC, go beat a 201 lap time on that track. The link's in the description. The stock Pariah is very bad, yes, actually. The stock Pariah is very bad in comparison to stock other things. It gets all of its speed from engine upgrades, which is like 400%. It's like 4 times more than usual. More than any other car gets. I will do a little birthday stream, yes, on Monday the 10th. It'll be pretty short, but I'm doing giveaways. I've got 2 t-shirts to give away. No, 3 t-shirts to give away on that birthday stream. I said I was going to do that. Alright, let's do... I guess we'll do 3 laps, supers, and we will allow any supercar. Any supercar is allowed. So we're not limiting it. The top 3 are not banned. Oh, this is an old style circuit. It's a land race. It's not a stunt race, so it's not going to have any. It's not going to have any stunt props. Interesting. If you were born 29 years ago and every day is your birthday, that makes you over 10,500 years old, right? Probably. Autark. I only have 2 supercars on PC. Autark is my top 4 car, and X80 Proto is my car when we're banning the top 4. OG race hype indeed. Oh, look at the Bruffy loves in chat. Thank you, Liberty. We're actually only 4 YouTube members away from a new emote on YouTube, a new emote slot being unlocked. I don't know what the next emote would be. It's not. I'm not doing Senpai. Oh, I've messed up the start. It's alright. I feel like this race isn't going to go as well from a... Oh, we got some modded props in this one. Okay. This is modded in a not in just a... Now I know why it's a land race. Not in just a removal of lampposts way. This has got some serious modded props on it. single player props and stuff like that. Oh, Jesus! Wow! Wow, we made up so many positions! Absolute carnage! Oh, that was crazy. So this was submitted as an event track, but I've seen so many like lampposts and things that and stuff like that, destructible props. I would put this down as being more of a fun playlist race than an event track, honestly. So far, at least. Quite a few lampposts not covered over, and it's just, I don't know. Just my thoughts, I guess. Still, it's interesting nevertheless. It's very, very unique. We've not seen something like this yet as part of these content creator streams. Like all the lampposts on the right here, for example. And on the left there. It should have been classified as an old props race, actually. It should have been. There is a specific category on the submission form for older land races with old style props. I think this should have been under that, where it's just something completely different. But I wouldn't. I question its quality or ability to have a, you know, be an event style track, honestly. Just with some of the things that are on this track. Still a good track, still a fun track. I'm just giving my thoughts. You definitely want some cars that have got good curb boosting ability on this kind of track. I think it said that in the description as well, actually. Artax's got some good grip, but doesn't curb boost very well. That's why the Zentorno's doing really well. Curb boosts like a champ. Fun track. I like it as like a showcase of what you can do. With a bit of modding, I guess. But I wouldn't have had it down as an event track, honestly, personally, anyway. See, I close it a lot under the cornering, but then the Zentorno just pulls away because of all the curb and brake boosts. Good race. Second for life. Zentorno, the beast, survives from last gen to current gen indeed. Zentorno's a great car, I miss it. I do miss it. Wagner with the best lap because of course. Modders can indeed remove lampposts, yes. To be fair, Justus has hot lapped this track. Well, yeah, he seemed to know it beforehand as well. He said it seemed like it in the chat anyway, on the game chat, so. No surprise that he's quick straight out of the gate. That's what a difference, you know, if you've hot lapped a track in a car that works well for the track, you can close the distance between someone who doesn't know the track but is in a better car. Entity in fourth as well, nice. Hot lap the long version, 7-minute version. Oh, there's a 7-minute version. Wow. Okay. I'm glad the Zentorno won, to be honest. I like the Zentorno. I've got a soft spot for it. I've got a soft spot for that time as well of like GTA. It was all so much fun. But yeah, I don't mind the layout of that. I feel like the layout, but modernized, would then be suitable for an event track. But as it is now, it's not. I wouldn't have had it as an event track myself. Let's do 5 on Spot Classics, which is we haven't done Spot Classics yet. I think everyone has a soft spot for the good old days of GTA. Yeah, I suppose. The good old days. Long gone. There was a 2.4 hour long event in the Zentorno and the Tempesta on the long version of that track. Cool. I can imagine it being quite fun with all the bumps and stuff as well with Zentornos and Tempestas. Yeah, when I say like I don't see it myself as an event track, I'm not saying that you can't do events on these tracks, and I'm not saying that you can't do events when we get regular playlist style races as well. It's just a distinction between, at least from my own personal perspective, what I feel makes for a good event track. All of this is all just my personal thoughts, and that's why we have 10 testers almost on each platform to rate all of these tracks, and that's why they're only the best that are, you know, rated by everybody are shown here, not just one person. Does G-Unit still play? Pretty sure he doesn't. I miss him. The good old days again. Remember the Rockstar live streams. There's a little bit of a story behind this track. I'm going to try and explain it as we go through, because this is the only track of the 7 that I already know. Like properly the actual circuit for it. But Benimi, the creator of this track, for those who don't know, I have a Patreon, and one of the perks to one of the Patreon levels is that you can get your tracks played on stream. And it's not obviously these streams are totally independent of that and all just based on the ratings that people give them, the testers give them. But for my Twitch streams, we often play Patreon supporter races and stuff like that. And Benimi did that for a while, and then there was one point he said, I'm just going to keep submitting this track. This was in the old version of the content creator streams back in the day, before I brought them back recently. He said, I'm just going to keep submitting these as the Patreon track every month until it gets played on a content creator stream. Eventually he ended up obviously not doing that and submitting other stuff just because we stopped doing the content creator streams for so long. So it's nice to see it finally made its way onto a content creator stream after all that time. It was always good enough, and I think it was on the shortlist on the previous iteration of the content creator stream. But it made the shortlist right at the very end of me where I sort of stopped doing it for a while. So it's been a long time coming having this track on one of these content creator streams. It's a good Zancudo circuit, one of the best ones that I've played. Don't see very many Zancudo tracks, and they're quite difficult, and a lot feel somewhat samey unless there was to be some track extension these days, I imagine. Ugh. Forgot about that bit. I always used to like that bit as well. It was always tricky. Good use of extending the roads though to be able to use this section. You wouldn't normally be able to use unless you went over dirt. Oh, I made it through both! Beautiful! Anticipated that nicely. See, if you just slow down, take your foot off the accelerator for a second, and think about what's happening in front of you, you can quite often avoid lots of crashes. A lot of people just go hell for leather at all times. Must always be at full throttle. Watch a lot of your videos, Bruffy, but this is the first time I've caught it live. Well, welcome. Welcome anybody who's here for the first time live as well. Thank you for joining us live. If you're watching this as a video afterwards, thank you for watching there as well. I like how that's been smoothed over. A little bit of stunt road on that I'm driving on right there to the right. This means that you don't get the curb boosts constantly on that straight, which you used to always get. Nice Zancudo circuit. some good racing. It's obviously tight in some places. That's the nature of the circuit here. But it gives you some good racing. You can do some proper racing. Missed that apex by a mile. I keep forgetting how to use the Rapid GT Classic on Xbox and PS4. I just always use the Turismo Classic. But it's a fun car. I just wish I was better with it. I mean, it's not the quickest of the top 3 anyway, but well, top 4 really. The Ardent is quicker than this. You're just not allowed to use it in races. Oh! Wrecked it did. Just doesn't have the traction of the top 2. The Cheetah and the Turismo. Last lap. I think our chance at third has gone with that crash. No guarantee we were ever going to get it. Having a Cheetah behind you is always tricky. That was a bit better. This isn't as good though. Massive nightmare. I always loved this kind of corner as well. Such a challenge carrying the speed through with the left and the right. You have to compromise the left to get the speed through the right. GG Oleg, good race. Had to defend. Fun racing. Had some good races tonight. Benimi and a Cheburek on his own track. Down there in 13th. GG. Bruffy putting in the strongest of D. Always. So the next track is the track that we normally use to finish these streams, but because the playlist function on GTA is useless and sometimes messes up in the half an hour setup stream that we do on Twitch before this, we just could not get the playlist to order it correctly. It always put the track that we normally put at the end that we use to limit it to 20 players, it always put it second to last. There was no way we could get it to be last in the playlist order. So this isn't the end. We do have one more actual track after this, and then the order of the links in the description is the first 6 correct, and then missing out this next one, and then the actual proper final one that we're that we're going to be, you know, showcasing. So we're going to have to do something a bit crazy for this one. What can we do? Always do one lap. Actually, let's just do non-contact in sports. And you can use anything. Have we done that before? Have we done vans before? Alright, let's do vans. I don't think we have done vans on this before. Oh, is vans not selectable? Damn it! Alright, off-road. Trophy trucks and desert raids. No bikes. No Camachos. Just trophy trucks and desert raids. Let's leave Slipstream on. Be a bit crazy. Destroy last place wouldn't really do much. Because it's a 1 minute race, basically. So... So yeah, this is normally what we use to finish the streams. It's just a little thing at the end of the streams. Just a bit of craziness. But yeah, because the playlist messed up, we're doing it second to last. And the actual final track that we're going to play tonight is going to be the final track in the actual proper showcase. This track is never part of the showcase. I'm sure you're getting the idea by now for those who've watched all the other content creator streams. I'll not go to the back. Thanks for watching, as the blimp says, but that always kind of makes a little bit more sense when it's at the very last thing that we do, to be fair. Oh god, everybody's coming quickly. Oh, good lord. It boggles the mind how difficult people find it to drive in a straight line. At speed. So for those who've never seen this before, this was my first ever created circuit. Drag Kings of Los Santos, created on the day the creator was released back in 2013. And yeah, we just use it as a little bit of a... It's limited to 20 players, this version at least. Oh! Jesus! Clean race, I know. Yeah, this race is always a bit of, you know, just craziness at the very end of a playlist. But we've got another race to do after this. So the actual final track is a stunt racing track. We'll see what this is like. We do not need to play the Crazy Blimp version made by C. Wilson, otherwise known as Drag Queens of Los Santos. I'm guessing if it's a stunt race, I'm guessing it's going to be in supers. Yeah, 4.99 miles, so we'll leave it on 2 laps. Non-contact supers. No top 4, but normally in stunt races the top 4 aren't the quickest anyway. So we don't often get these as part of these content creator streams. These like... the best way that I tend to describe these kind of races is like Rockstar stunt races, but made much better. Like, the props are all better, the layouts are more interesting, there's, you know, it's just a better, more well-rounded creation. Stuff like that. So we'll see. I don't know what to expect from this. I'm assuming that's what it is, because that's what it was submitted as, a, you know, stunt racing track. But maybe I'll be surprised. I know the races want 3 laps, but we're doing 2 laps because then everyone gets the same amount of mileage. Always aim to do 10 miles for every track. Which seems about the right balance. Sometimes, if it's a slower circuit, we need to do a bit less than 10 miles. If it's a longer, like a quicker circuit, we need to do a bit more than 10 miles. But it normally seems to work out about sort of 6-minute races each time. I'm terrible with stunt races. That looks like an interesting creation, though. Oh, thank you for that, game. Yeah, stunt races are not my thing. They're not my forte. I'm pretty bad at them, to be honest. Okay, already a bit more interesting than anything Rockstar gives you. I think it's stuff like this that loses me when it comes to stunt races. Like, I just find stunt pieces, stunt roads propped together quite boring. There has to be other stunty bits to keep me interested. Don't think I've ever seen you in an X80. You must have missed. You must have missed the earlier part of this stream then, or last week's PC. Not last week's. Last month's PC stream. It's my go-to car on PC for non-top 4 races, obviously. Also, sorry to people watching for the bitrate issues. GTA stunt tubes do not work well with bitrate, because bitrate stays the same, but there's a lot more information to process, so it looks all pixelated. That's how it works. Oh, almost. See, this, you know, stuff like this is pretty fun. Something a little bit different. Oof. Many places to have issues and fall off and make mistakes and stuff like that. It is very much full throttle everywhere, which is one of the only negatives to some stunt tracks. Pretty fun section. There you go back. See, 2 laps was correct. 3 laps would have been too long. So yeah, it's a good creation. It's a good stunt track creation. Quite fun. There are more challenging tracks than it, but it's good for a bit of a fun jaunt. Oh, I almost hit that. That was close. Oh, wow. No! Oh, God. God damn it. This is why I'm bad at stunt races. I lose concentration too easily and I just fail. I am not good. I choke too much. I choke enough as it is on regular circuits. So this was our last track for tonight, the final one in the list of links, which is down below in the description. Also in the description is a link to submit your own circuits and for all the information about the content creator community verified program. It's all on bruffy.com/verified, but it's also like I said, linked in the description. And I think I link it in the pinned comment as well. Oh no, come on. UGMTK dominated this one. Had some good races tonight. I'm pretty happy with my performances. I can't normally say that. But I've gone to the back in most of the races and got some decent results. I'm pretty happy. Yeah, good bit of fun. Again, all the links for all the tracks that we've played tonight are all down below in the description, in the order in which we've played them as well. And as always, thank you guys for being here and watching. If you're watching this as a video, thank you for making it all the way through to the video. If you're here on the live stream, the almost 400 of you watching, thank you. if you want more of these live streams where you can get involved yourself. That's what I do on Twitch. Feel free to follow me on there. Check me out on there. I stream every Wednesday, Saturday and Sunday. Saturdays are morning streams. So I did 6 hours of streaming on Twitch this morning, and then we've done this stream tonight. Did 5 hours of Red Dead Redemption 2 this morning. It was good. I'm actually getting into it now. But yeah, Twitch is where it's at. At least for my regular streams. And yeah, all the information's in the description. I think that's second for life, even in the playlist as well, because of course. I think that's pretty much it. You can get your Scumbag t-shirts if you want, or your GFred t-shirts at bruffy.com/merch. We'll go full sellout mode at the end of this episode. Now we'll be done. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for all the support as always. We got another Steward's Room episode tomorrow, which I'm looking forward to. And we'll be back to the podcast on Twitch tomorrow, next week, next Saturday. But yeah, thank you for watching. Hopefully you get some good inspiration for some tracks and get some good tracks to download yourself. And I'll see you guys here on YouTube in a few weeks' time. Thanks a lot, guys. See you later.